Hi everyone, it's Lisa and welcome to Make It Monday. Today is week 20 in my series on dynamic duos where I'm teaching you 2 projects using the same product. Today it's all about the Kaleidoscope Designer Series paper. I love the retro look with this paper. This gift tag that's attached to the front of this card is actually a duplicate from one that we learned at Stampin' Up! Leadership Conference. I liked it so much I decided it needed to be an addition on a card front. Let me show you some elements about this that you can actually duplicate. To create the tag, you're going to need a piece of Designer Series paper. This measures just under 2 inches by 5 inch. And this is the scallop tag topper punch. This slides right in the track, push down on the back, and then you get this adorable tag. The great thing about this punch is you can make tags as short or as long as you want. That represents the tag here. I want to talk to you a little bit about this Designer Series paper. It's already pre-printed with the chevrons on it, so all I did was I followed these lines and cut out the negative, which would be the white area, to create that really fun chevron pattern, adding some texture to the front of this tag. These are the wooden essentials. Just add a couple glue dots and add them to your project. The background has been embossed with the arrows textured embossing folder, but let me show you the dynamic duo. The Dynamic Duo is a very cute retro party favorite. This one holds some candy, but yours can hold anything, including a small gift. Let me show you how this was created. You're going to start with a piece of cardstock cut 3 inches by 7 3/4 inch. I'm using my Stampin' Trimmer with the scoring blade, and the Simply Scored would be great for this project as well. The first score line is going to be at 3/4 inch. The next at 4 1/4. Then 4 1/2, and then 4 3/4. Using your bone folder, the trio of score lines here at the bottom, the center one's going to come up. That's what we call a mountain fold. The other 2 next to it are going to go down. Those are what's called a valley fold. So at the bottom, you're going to end up with this really cute looking W shape, so it makes the favor gusseted. The top here is where we're going to fold. Now you can embellish it as you liked, but I decided that it needed a little pizzazz, so I wanted to bring in the chevron punch. This is the front, so I opened it up and I slid it in. So let me explain to you some placement about the punches. These border punches have 2 silver lines here and here. That indicates the cutting radius. So you're going to want to make sure your cardstock is centered right in between there. A great guide is to look on either side of the punch and just make sure that there's equal distance. And if you need to, you can give it a little flip over and just check. And then punch. So now we have this. I did run it through the arrows textured embossing folder. Because the project is actually longer than the embossing folder, I just embossed the front. So I made sure that I lined this up, and because it's long, it fit in the Big Shot perfectly. You're going to notice that I took the Designer Series paper again, and I created that negative effect just to create a border across this top piece here. This is actually from the stamp set Geometrical. And unlike the card, I didn't want the word buttercup, so I just markered in the word cheer up with the strawberry slush marker, making sure that I used the marker side to get the color on the words that I wanted. This is a great way to omit words that you don't want on a stamp that you already own. I punched the words out with the Ticket Duo punch. And of course, that arrow comes from the same stamp set as well. But let me show you how I put the candy inside of this little favor. I added some M&Ms, and then I always like to staple it shut just to make sure that nothing's going to come out. I positioned this inside of my holder. Now, you're going to find that you may have to roll it up or down a little bit more to get it to fit properly inside those little pleats at the bottom. And then what I did to hold it in place is I stapled it again here. Because the flap's going to come down, you won't see it. And then this was sealed with glue dots after I attached all my accessories. I did add some candy dots. These are a mixture from the Brights and Regals collection for a really cute duo to just cheer somebody up. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next week for Make It Monday.